giant is considering a major reboot of its EV strategy. I have no problem being opportunistic when it comes to advantaging my customers. The adoption really does come down to when we go into the mainstream. You know, charging infrastructure. In a historic and shocking turn of events, three of the world's largest car manufacturers, General Motors, Toyota, and Ford, have announced the development of new engines that will not only change the automotive industry, but might completely obliterate it as we know it. At the forefront of these announcements are three key figures in the industry: Mary Barra, the CEO of GM, Koji Sato, the CEO of Toyota, and Jim Farley, the CEO of Ford. In separate press conferences, these leaders shared with the world a breakthrough that seems to edge closer to the end of the traditional car market. What they each revealed could be the final nail in the coffin for how we understand personal transportation. Mary Barra, CEO of General Motors, was the first to step up to the plate. Her announcement shocked the automotive world. GM, a company known for its innovation and bold strides toward electrification, unveiled a new type of engine so advanced it could render all other types of engines obsolete. GM's new engine, according to Barra, operates on a combination of advanced electrification, renewable energy, and an unprecedented form of energy storage. The details were kept largely under wraps, but what Barra made clear was that this engine will make gas-powered cars and even the current electric models look archaic. This engine, she said, is powered by an energy source so efficient that it makes gasoline and even lithium-ion batteries irrelevant. The implications of this announcement are enormous. The automotive industry has long been in a race to determine the future of cars. For a time, it seemed that electric vehicles were the obvious next step. General Motors, Ford, Toyota, and countless others have poured billions of dollars into developing electric cars that meet the needs of consumers while reducing their environmental footprint. However, the advent of GM's new engine changes the playing field entirely. With this revolutionary technology, Barra claimed that car owners would no longer have to worry about fuel prices or battery life, drastically reducing the cost of ownership and making even the most advanced electric cars of today seem inefficient by comparison. The nature of GM's breakthrough technology has not been fully disclosed, but Barra hinted at energy storage capabilities that could power a vehicle for weeks, if not months, without needing to refuel or recharge. Such an advancement would make gas stations and charging infrastructure largely unnecessary, sending shockwaves through industries that depend on the current automotive ecosystem. Imagine never needing to stop for fuel or spend hours at an electric charging station. The idea itself seems almost too good to be true, but Barra stood firm in her claim, indicating that GM had not only developed this technology, but was preparing it for mass production in the near future. On the heels of GM's stunning announcement, Toyota's CEO, Koji Sato, held his own press conference. Toyota has long been a leader in both hybrid and electric vehicle technology, making Sato's words carry significant weight in the automotive world. However, rather than building on Toyota's previous innovations in electric vehicles, Sato unveiled something that defied expectations. Toyota, he said, had developed an entirely new type of propulsion system, one that was neither electric nor reliant on internal combustion engines. This engine, according to Sato, taps into a form of energy that exists all around us but has never been harnessed for automotive use. While he didn't name the energy source outright, Sato hinted at something bordering on science fiction, a technology that could revolutionize the way we think about motion itself. What he described as an engine that requires no fuel, at least not in the traditional sense. Toyota's new engine doesn't rely on gasoline, electricity, hydrogen, or any other currently known fuel source. Instead, it draws energy from its environment in ways that remain largely undisclosed. What Sato did reveal, however, is that this engine could run indefinitely without needing refueling, recharging, or replacement. According to Sato, Toyota's breakthrough will enable cars to operate on their own, potentially for the entire lifespan of the vehicle, without requiring external energy sources. The ramifications of Toyota's announcement are as far-reaching as GM's. Not only would this technology eliminate the need for gas stations and electric charging networks, but it would also disrupt industries that rely on these systems. If vehicles no longer require fuel or energy in any traditional sense, the ripple effect could collapse economies and industries built around energy production and distribution. Moreover, the environmental impact would be profound. A world where cars no longer need fuel would significantly reduce pollution and carbon emissions, creating a new era of clean, sustainable transportation. However, it would also mean that entire sectors of the economy, from oil and gas to battery manufacturers, could become obsolete. Toyota's announcement has put immense pressure on other automakers. While GM's engine promises incredible advances in energy efficiency, Toyota's engine appears to bypass the need for energy altogether, at least in the form we currently understand. The automotive world is now left to wonder what this means for the future of car production. If cars no longer need fuel, then much of the infrastructure that supports the automotive industry becomes redundant. Roads, gas stations, and maintenance centers, all of these are built on the assumption that cars will require energy. With Toyota's announcement, that assumption has been thrown into question. Just as the automotive world was reeling from the announcements from GM and Toyota, Ford CEO Jim Farley stepped into the limelight with his own bombshell. Ford, which has always been a major player in the global automotive market, was not about to be left behind. Farley revealed that Ford, too, had been working on a next-generation engine that would change the face of the automotive industry. What set Ford's announcement apart from GM and Toyota was its emphasis on a hybrid approach, blending cutting-edge technology with the company's legacy of producing reliable, accessible vehicles for the mass market. Farley introduced Ford's new engine as a combination of several advanced technologies, taking the best aspects of electric vehicles, hydrogen fuel cells, and solar energy. This hybrid engine, according to Farley, could outperform current electric and gas engines while being cheaper to produce and maintain. Unlike GM's and Toyota's new engines, Ford's innovation is positioned as a more practical, near-term solution for consumers. Farley emphasized that Ford's engine would be available for mass-market vehicles much sooner than its competitor technologies. He also stressed that while GM and Toyota seemed to be aiming for a future far off in the distance, Ford was focused on delivering solutions that could start making a difference today despite this more grounded approach. Ford's new engine is still a game-changer. Farley explained that Ford's hybrid engine could run on a variety of energy sources, including solar power, hydrogen, and even the kinetic energy produced by the car itself. This versatility, he argued, would make Ford's vehicles far more adaptable than anything currently on the market. Furthermore, Ford's engine is designed to be integrated into existing models, meaning that consumers wouldn't have to wait for a new line of futuristic cars to experience the benefits. Ford's new engine could be rolled out in the next few years, giving the company a significant advantage over GM and Toyota in terms of speed to market. The impact of these three announcements on the automotive industry cannot be overstated. For decades, the industry has operated on the assumption that cars would either run on gasoline or electricity. Billions of dollars have been spent developing electric vehicles, building charging infrastructure, and designing more efficient internal combustion engines.